Coal India quietly led the winners, closing at 456 rupees 0. Data from NSE. In 6 minutes you'll know who outperformed, why, and the next levels. Nifty 50 closed at 23,897 rupees 95, down 1.14% from yesterday. The index opened higher at 24,100 rupees 55, printed an intraday high of 24,206 rupees 0, and a low of 23,813 rupees 65 before settling below the previous close of 24,173 rupees 05. On the bigger picture, Nifty is trading 9.3% below its 52-week high of 26,373 rupees 2, and sits well above the 52-week low of 22,182 rupees 55. Technically, the market is mixed but not broken. RSI at 46.7 reads neutral, so there isn't clear momentum to the downside. The short-term moving averages show the 9-day EMA at 24,107 rupees, sitting above the 20-day EMA at 23,936 rupees. That's a short-term bullish tilt even as price is lower today. Volume reads as normal against the 20-day average, volume 0 20-day AVG, so today's drop lacks the conviction of a volume spike. Watch the obvious technical boundaries: resistance around 24,401 rupees and support near 24,096 rupees. If Nifty can reclaim the EMA9 zone around 24,107 rupees with strengthening breadth, short-term buyers will have an argument. If it fails and drops below 24,096 rupees on higher volume, expect sellers to accelerate. Now let us look at the 3 names that stood out this week, starting with the surprise leader. Coal India opened at 452 rupees 75 and closed at 456 rupees 0, up 1.19% with an intraday high of 462 rupees 0 and a low of 451 rupees 05. Yesterday's close was 450 rupees 65. Curiosity: Coal India closed only 20 rupees below its 52-week high of 476 rupees 0, while still showing modest intraday range. Why it moved? No clear trigger identified today beyond technical momentum. The chart shows a bullish signal. EMA9 at 446 rupees just crossed above EMA20 at 446 rupees, a bullish crossover that often attracts short-term buyers. RSI at 66 sits in neutral to strong territory, suggesting momentum is building but not yet overbought. What to watch tomorrow? Monitor the resistance at 464 rupees and the immediate support at 456 rupees. A move above 464 rupees on rising volume would confirm continuation toward the 52-week high. Failure to hold 456 rupees would negate the crossover's impact. Volume is running at 1.26 the 20-day average, which supports authenticity to the move. Smooth transition. Coal India looks constructive. Next, we'll break down a consumer name that quietly rallied this week. Trent opened at 4260 rupees 0 and finished at 4297 rupees 3, up 1.08%, with an intraday high of 4344 rupees 0 and a low of 4200 rupees 0. The previous close was 4251 rupees 4. Little known fact: Trent sits just 4.5% below its 52-week high of 6261 rupees 0 set 2 sessions ago, showing recent buying pressure despite a big gap from that high. Why it moved? No clear trigger identified today in headline data, but the technical picture explains the push. EMA9 at 4187 rupees is above EMA20 at 4005 rupees, a short-term bullish trend that attracts momentum traders. RSI at 67.2 is high but not yet extreme, signaling buyers are active, but profit-taking could appear. What to watch tomorrow? Key levels are resistance at 4498 rupees and support at 3841 rupees. Watch whether price can sustain above the EMA9 zone around 4187 rupees and whether volume picks up from the 0.93 20-day average. A decisive breakout toward 4498 rupees would be bullish, while weakness below 4005 rupees would warn of a pullback. Bridge, Trent's momentum is intact for now. Next, metals giant Hindalco Industries is testing a very different technical limit. Hindalco Industries opened at 1031 rupees 0 and closed at 1048 rupees 35, up 0.67%, printing a high of 1054 rupees 0 and a low of 1027 rupees 55. The prior close was 1041 rupees 35. Surprise! Hindalco printed a session high equal to its 52-week high of 1054 rupees 0, it's effectively trading at the highs. Why it moved? No clear trigger identified today, except price action hitting a historical ceiling. Technically, this is cautionary. RSI at 74.8 is in overbought territory, and while EMA9 at 1022 rupees sits above EMA20 at 989 rupees, indicating a short-term bullish trend, the stock is near 52W high, within 0.5%, a strong historical resistance zone. What to watch tomorrow? Resistance is immediate at 1054 rupees and support at 966 rupees. Given the overbought RSI and volume at 0.65, the 20-day average, watch for profit booking around 1054 rupees or a clean breakout above that on higher volume to confirm continuation. A failure to hold above the EMA9 level would suggest short-term consolidation. Bridge to close. Hindalco's run to the highs is impressive but risky at current RSI readings. Let us wrap up the market takeaways. Today's theme was selective strength inside a weaker index. NIFTY fell 1.14%, while COALINDIA, Trent, and Hindalco Industries posted early week outperformance on technical momentum rather than obvious news. The market shows a short-term bullish tilt in moving averages, but breadth and RSI readings warn to pick spots carefully. Top 2 things to watch tomorrow. 1. Can NIFTY reclaim the EMA9 zone around 24,107 rupees and hold support at 24,096 rupees? 2. Watch Hindalco Industries at 1054 rupees for either a volume-backed breakout or a classic resistance rejection. If you found this useful, like the video, comment which stock is on your watch list, and subscribe for concise weekly trade ideas. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice. Please consult a SEBI-registered financial advisor before making any investment decisions.